As a reminder, credit utilization is 30% of your credit score. One of the easiest ways to improve your credit score quickly is to pay down your credit card balances. This is something you have complete control over. How do you pay down your balances, or what's the best way to go about it? How much should you pay your balances down? Well, the short answer is you should have your credit cards at a zero balance each. The long answer is if you can't do that, if it's not possible to pay your cards down, pay every card down right away, it's best to tackle it by paying one card at a time. Instead of paying $10, $20, or even $100 extra across each card, put all of that extra money you do have towards one card and work on paying that card down as quickly as possible, and then move on to the next card. This will help your credit score the most because you'll see the utilization on one card dramatically decrease much faster than we would see it spread across many different cards. Utilization is looked at with that specific card, but also the overall utilization on your credit report. If we can tackle one card at a time, you're going to see bigger jumps in your score than if you paid each card off a little bit at a time. Another way you can help with your utilization is, if it's possible for you and if it makes sense, you can take out a personal loan or a debt consolidation loan that pays off the balances of your credit cards. This will cause an immediate increase in your credit score because now your utilization will be zero, and you'll have a new installment loan payment, which will help with the credit mix. Don't close your cards once you pay them off. You don't want to close the accounts. If you do close your credit cards once they're paid off, this will negatively impact your credit utilization. Now you will have less credit extended to you, which the credit score algorithm will look at negatively. It's important to keep those cards open. Again, like I said, once they are paid off, this will also help the average age of the accounts on your credit report as they continue to age over time. And once you do pay those cards off, another really great tip that I can give you is see if you can get a credit limit increase. If you have no balance on that card and you have a good credit score and great payment history on that account, you do want to make sure that account's at least 6 months or older, or a year. The older the account, the better, the more likely you're going to get that credit limit increase. But this will help you if you do need to use that card, or you want to use that card to get rewards. As you are using it throughout the month and you're paying it off, you won't see big jumps up and down in your credit score, because if you tend to use $1,000 each month and now your credit limit's $10,000, it's going to have a much less impact on that utilization ratio. You're going to have a lower utilization. Again, ask for credit limit increases, pay your cards down one at a time, make sure that you don't close your credit cards once you've paid them down, and you should see a great improvement in your credit score from those actions. One common question I tend to get from my clients is, why do I see my score jumping up and down even though I pay my credit cards off every single month? This is likely due to two factors. Primarily, it's going to be due to when that creditor reports to the credit bureau. So that creditor could be sending information to all three bureaus on a different date, or it could be the same date for two bureaus, a different date for the other bureau. But when that information is sent, it's based on whatever your balance is on that day. So it doesn't matter what day your payments are due. That doesn't necessarily coincide with the day that the information is sent to the bureaus. So if you have a $5,000 credit limit and you have $5,000 balance on that card, on the day that the bureau is given the reporting information from the creditor, it's going to report as 100% utilization, and you're going to see your score decrease. Even if you are paying it off, right? Even if you did pay a zero balance, it's all about what day that information reports. So some months you may notice that your score is higher and other months lower, and it's all going to be based on the date that that information is sent, which is why it is so important to see if you can get credit limit increases as you have your account open, as it continues to age, so that way it doesn't matter what day the information reports to the bureau. No matter what, you're going to show a lower utilization because your credit limit is so high. And it's also going to signal to other creditors, as you keep being given credit limit increases, that you are credit worthy, and it shows that you can be a responsible consumer. In the next video, we're going to talk about authorized user accounts and what they are and how they may be able to help you improve your credit score.